Hey, what's going on, everyone? I wanted to make a video today talking about buying your first flash or buying a flash in general. So here are some flash photography buying tips that should help you out and that you shouldn't really blow a ton of money on, but something that you can do, especially when starting out. Let's go. So one of my quick warnings when you're first buying a flash is buy something that is of your own camera brand. You're going to get a ton of people saying, oh no, you can use the Yongnuo, you can use blah, blah, blah. But when you're first buying a flash, I say invest something that you know will work, that you know will trigger, and just don't try to buy something that's older. I made a mistake of buying, I think it was like an old Quannery flash that was used for like a film camera or something like that. But there are so many issues when you buy older type flashes that basically sometimes they won't work, they won't meter right if you're trying to use TTL, and it could really mess up the connection between the hot shoe and top of your camera and break the flash essentially too. So my advice is you don't have to have the newest, the best, the greatest flash ever. You could buy something that's probably, you know, a couple years old. So that's my advice. Buy something from your brand first, because I think it's pretty important that it works for you, that you can get to know your settings and everything first. So once again, I recommend that. I know a lot of people will say the other thing, but I feel like if you're going to get the most out of flash, get something that will definitely work 100% of the time, and you don't have to worry about it not working and just questioning yourself all the time, like, is this right? Why isn't this working? So my advice is to get something like this first. So when you're looking into flashes, you're going to get a ton of options, maybe something that from a couple years ago to the newest and greatest. You can invest in whatever you'd like. What I would say and what I would recommend is probably going to one of the lower end ones, and by lower end they don't have as many features and they might not, and they won't be as powerful as the you know, the biggest and best of right now, but it can help you learn, and they will take you a long way until you feel you can invest in a new one or a different series of flashes. So basically, I think the Canon has the 430 or the 460 EX as one of their lower end one, the least powerful, but it's something that you can invest in. And Nikon has basically the SB600. Now, for price wise, you're going to run into a variety of price ranges. I bought all my flashes used, and I did that with my Nikon SB600, and that's what I think you can do too. You could probably get it for under 200 bucks, but it really does pay for itself in the end. I was even using that at weddings, but I stepped up to the SB800 because I know I needed something more. So you could do that, spend maybe 200 bucks, 250 bucks. There's the SB700, and you can probably jump up to something bigger in Canon as well. I'm not sure the number. So that's my advice for that. There isn't a ton to say. You're going to get, you know, other brands thrown at you, maybe like a Metz, which is, I think, a German brand. They're really popular as well, but I'd say get the Nikon, get the Canon, get the Sony flash first for your camera, then build from there. I did that with my Nikon SB-DX, which is older. It's not a film flash or anything like that, but it works really, really well, and I enjoy it, and it really does do what I need it to do. You can kind of get your one light setup kit for under $500, and this can really take you a long way. So there you go. You have your flash. You look at the features. As long as it could do, you know, slave if you're trying to, you know, pop a flash or do anything differently. If you're putting them on triggers, they'll pretty much work 100% of the time anyway. So as you get higher in your flash, you get more power. But what else do you need? You need light stands. You can find a really good light stand for about, I don't want to say 20 bucks, say for $30 to $50. Something that can actually hold some weight and last a while and won't blow over in the wind if it just goes. So look into something like that. Now you need something that holds the flash, right? Well, I have a lot of videos talking about, you know, certain flash holders. I'll link one down below. It's metallic, but you want to put it in a cold shoe, and you want to be able to have it rotate so you can kind of control the angle the way you want to. And you basically need some kind of maybe an umbrella or something like that. But before you go buying all that stuff, besides the light stand and the flash holder, I think it's really important that you get the flash, that you learn with it first before you start putting a ton of diffusion, maybe a softbox or anything in front of it. Understand how it works. Understand the flash triangle, which differs from the exposure triangle, and you'll do well. Once again, you could get something for under $200, $250 if you're buying used, or even new for under $250. Get your branded Nikon, Canon, Sony, Olympus flash first, and then build from there once you understand what you're doing. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye. Flash away. Keep an eye out.